What it means to make the playoffs is I bought into this 3 years ago when the team was announced as MLS Atlanta 2017. I bought into it because I love the game, but I also bought into it because I believed in what Uncle Arthur was doing. Arthur Blank puts his hand on something, it's going to be successful. He said from day one, we're going to compete for a playoff spot in year one. And to have achieved that with what is 4 or 5 games remaining is absolutely incredible. And to be honest, like, it's kind of almost intoxicating because you believe it'll happen, but the history of MLS says it's highly unlikely. To be the first playoff team since Seattle in 2009 to make the playoffs is incredible. Only the third or fourth team total after the Fire in '98, Seattle in '09 to make the playoffs. Absolutely historic. The run we're on right now at home, I mean, this stadium is a fortress. What is it now? 22 goals for, 3 goals against in 6 games. Absolutely incredible. To ever believe that would happen means that you're probably living in a dreamland. So it's so much fun to be a part of and so much fun to be here.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for this month and for this homestand, and for just our last 12 games to be undefeated, along with Bobby Dodd, which they mentioned, as the Lemonade Stadium, right? Like, it's an unprecedented streak, perhaps, for Atlanta, for just this type of, soccer, or just for sports landscape here. I mean, talk about like the, coming from essentially a bad sports town into, man, we're just, we're killing every sort of thing that we can possibly kill.
I grew up with Atlanta sports, and growing up as a bad sports town, as the moniker, has always been something I've known. It's and I hate it because I know there's a lot of sports fans here. I know there's a lot of Braves fans, Falcons fans, Hawks fans. There were a lot of Thrashers fans here. They're just sometimes it wasn't marketed properly. There is nothing you can say that Uncle Arthur and has done with the Falcons that hasn't marketed it properly. The city in the past few years, you can see since he took over, has really gotten behind that team. And sometimes it's not about the city and the club or the team, it's about the ownership. And Arthur Blank makes everyone believe in what he does. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I will always say that. I will always support that. He has made every single one of us believe in what Atlanta United is doing. And it's been the perfect storm of support because you have all these people who are transplants and they come to this city with all these other sports having their own team. But they come to Atlanta with MLS, a 22-year-old league now, not really having any team. So Atlanta United comes along, and it's just so easy to get behind. It's so exciting to watch. And the atmosphere at Bobby Dodd was amazing. It was very intimate, all right? There were 45,000 people, same as what you have at Mercedes-Benz. And it was packed in so tight. You became like family. It didn't matter. All 45,000 of us became like family every single game. It didn't matter what happened beforehand, what happened afterwards. For those 90 minutes, we were like family because we were so close. While it's a bit more spread out at Mercedes-Benz, a phenomenal stadium, a phenomenal venue that family atmosphere, I think, at least for those 90 minutes, has still remained. And it's been an incredible thing to see.
Yeah, and for transplants to be, chanting ATL and, the words Atlanta, I think just speaks volumes in itself, right?